3, 2.
Howdy, bourbon fans, and welcome to another wonderful episode of Round the Barrel. Today we are discussing the Bardstown Origin Series. And here with me to discuss these delectable choices,
Bobby Lieb with Whiskey University.
JR with the Whiskey and Rock Podcast.
Dennis Jones with Whiskey University, a.k.a. Mr. Handle.
and Handle indeed. And as always, MJ, Whiskey Commodore with Whiskey University as well. So the Origin Series is Bardstown's own juice. For the this is their own, like they do a lot of collab stuff and a lot of mixed barrel stuff. This is their own stuff. So a couple things really quick, because we like to throw a few factual tidbits your way. So current master still there is Steve Nally. She's been there for several years. Of course, most of us know him from Maker's Mark. He was at
And
Maker's.
Wyoming Whiskey.
And Wyoming Whiskey, yes. But Maker's, I think, was the one. He was at Maker's for quite a while. I can't remember how many years he was there. But and one of mine is, I think that they are one of the distilleries that's sort of starting the trend. And not starting, but continuing the trend with restaurants. They have a very good restaurant there. I have not eaten there other than once. And it was good. What I had, I didn't have a full meal or anything. But I think we discussed this, I think, before about the fact that they're starting to see more restaurants. And Bardstown has a fantastic one. So if you do get the opportunity.
It's incredible.
Yes. Yeah. So if you do get the opportunity to eat at Bardstown, eat there.
And fantastic bar options. Too.
Yes. Make a reservation.
Yeah.
It's going to take a while to read all the pours that they have.
Yes.
They have a lot. Oh, they do.
Ridiculous.
So, really quick, going over what we're going to be sampling, because what's in front of you is a little off. This is the Origin Series, and they actually sell this in a airplane bottle box set that you can get. And it actually has the White Dog in it as well. It doesn't have the wheated that they most recently did.
Wheat,
yeah. So this is the choices that what we're going to be sampling today. We're going to be doing the bourbon, the wheated BIB, the double-barreled rye, and the high wheat, which is their most recent of the series today. And starting out with the bourbon, they are all 6 years, by the way, which makes sense because the distillery didn't really open until 2016.
Yeah.
I think that's correct. It is a 6-year. It is 60% corn, 36% rye, and 4% malted barley. So very curious to see what everybody thinks of this. I actually had a good amount of this last night. We were at, I got to go to the one of the Whiskey U guys, and guys, the perks at Whiskey U. Just the people are awesome, and thank you, Bob Steyer, for last night. My wife and I had an amazing time at the rodeo here in Nashville, and they had a bottle of the Bardstown Origins bourbon, and it was outstanding. I mean, that's what I was drinking most of the night. So this is not my first pour in the last 24 hours. But a good one, still. They do an amazing job there, but this is awesome.
I'm glad they're finally gotten to where they can release 100% of their own stuff.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It is wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that their other stuff wasn't great, but some of the collab stuff they're doing is awesome. But
Their Fusion
great to
series
taste.
used to drive me crazy because that was their introduction. That's how they introduced their own product, and it's starting at 2 years old, I think. And to me, the Fusion series was not good.
it was too young.
It was
It
exactly
just didn't
But
right.
Once they got to 6 years and they released these, I mean, this bourbon's really tasty.
Yes.
For a 6-year-old, it's sweet. It's got a little bit of floral note. I really enjoy it.
It's very, very good. And you're getting everything that you should get in a bourbon.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just solid. It's mouth coating. It's even got a tiny hug for me, at least. I get a little tiny hug, not a full one, but like a kind of thing. So,
Bro hug.
but yeah, like a little bro hug. That's a good one, bro hug. So, Handle, what do you think?
I get that little caramel right up front, and then like you're talking about those floral notes and stuff. I get that, and it's all just like sweetness and stuff the way it comes through.
Yeah.
And I believe
really
did.
like it. It's been an easy sipper all
Oh,
the time.
it's an easy.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. This was like
absolutely.
last night. I had. I don't remember.
You forgot how much.
Don't want to
Well,
As long as they'd pour, you'd have it.
it was so we were. I was guest last night of Monster Energy and Coca-Cola, and it was great to be there, and they were awesome. And again, those guys were fantastic, and it was in the suite, and It was there.
It was accessible.
It was somebody paid for it. We're gonna drink it. I didn't want to be rude. And I think this one won gold at San Francisco in 2024. I think was the year that they won gold for this.
I know they have
particular one.
several awards with this.
Yes, it has won several, but that was the one. I think they highlight that on their website that it won 2024 gold in San Francisco on that one. The second one is the Weeded Bottled and Bond. It is also a 6-year. Of course, I just said that we're all 6 years. 100 proof, of course, because it's bottled and bond. It is 68% corn, 20% wheat, and 12% malted barley. So, some thoughts on this one?
You know they're going to do a good weeded with Steve's background at Maker's Mark.
Oh, yeah.
You know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yes, and I will tell you, I think the two weeders in this are both fantastic.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Yes. I mean, this is like, I think this is a great after dinner.
Yeah.
Because I almost get like a refreshing sort of, I don't say mint, because I don't feel like it's mint, but it definitely has a refreshing sort of note to it that just kind of,
I get almost a chocolate on the finish. Kind of resolves into like a chocolate.
There is, yes.
You
There's
get that?
chocolate on the back end.
Do you get that?
It's like a dark chocolate to me.
Yeah.
I guess
And I get that a lot with some really good weeded ones.
I'm weird. I don't get chocolate on this.
Seems like on the front of my palate, I kind of get that minty thing. It's not like a spearmint or.
No, it's almost like a doled down Andes mint. You know where they do the half mint, half chocolate thing. It's almost like, but it's doled down. It's just, but it's refreshing.
Yeah.
It has a very refreshing note to it. So
That's a really nice pour.
it is. And obviously, I've been really impressed with what they're doing. Period. The distillery tour was great. It's the only place I've ever put headphones on and listened to someone through headphones for the tour.
If you ever get the chance to do the tour with the master with Steve, it is one of the best experiences I've ever had doing a tour, because it's literally Steve deciding what he wants to do, and you're with him for like 3 hours. We went up to his office after we did the normal tour, and one of my favorite pours, and I always butcher the name, I think it's Pfeiffer Pavitt. And we were talking about that, how much is my favorite pour. He goes, would you have to release one or two? I'm like, I'm pretty sure I had to release one. He goes, oh, you never had two? It's like, no, sir, I have not. He goes, hey, from his collection, goes and grabs it, and he pours it for me. Then he turns around, and he goes, oh, there's more people. Like, you can see, like, and he goes, do y'all want to try this? Because they limit it to 6 people.
Yeah, it wasn't large.
But then you do the normal tour. Then you'll actually go to his office and stuff where he wants to go. Then you normally will end up doing the thieving from the barrel tour, because we ended up jumping in with those people.
See, I didn't do that one.
And he jumped into that, and then he goes, I got a couple more barrels you want to try. Like, it's whatever he wants to do.
But see, that's
so much fun.
And those little special nuances are what make tours. And I don't do a lot of tours anymore, because for the most part in bourbon, I think once you've done a tour, you've done a tour. I mean, like once you do out 50 of them, it's like, okay, I've heard.
Some of these, like,
someone's telling me what bourbon is. Well, I kind of got that by now.
In some of these tours that you do that are like with the master, you're looking at, $500, $400.
Right.
So like, oh, it's high end and premium. I think their tour's like $160, $170. It's not that bad for what you get for 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's a fun time.
It is.
So you're going to get to try some stuff that's going to that cost is going to make up for what.
When I did it, he had just released his 50th anniversary bottle.
Oh, okay.
So he had that to pour in his office, and then we just got talking, and it was 2-3 more pours. He had bottles in there that were like his old Maker's bottles. Like,
that would be
cool to
special.
see. Yeah.
So speaking of other pours, stepping out from what they've done, this is their rye. So the third pour of our day is their double-barreled rye. It is a 95% rye, 5% malted barley. So it is a very heavy rye as far on the mash bill goes. On the palate, though, on the nose, it's still soft. It's very soft.
Very minty on the palate. You get that spearmint.
Yeah, maybe this should be the after dinner one.
This reminds me of what everyone's favorite, or I guess the most widely produced rye is, that MGP.
Yeah.
Like, it's got that mint.
It does.
But it's wonderful.
This is really good.
It's a sweet mint. It's
I'm
really delicious.
I'm almost willing to say spearmint gum on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a double mint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really solid. not a typical. See, like I meant for me on a rye note, because I'm a rye guy. Like I drink a lot of rye, so mint is not one of those that I really kind of continuously associate with rye. I'm used to more of the spices and the earthier type notes in that. But this is kind of
it's a very sweet rye.
It is a very sweet rye.
When people see rye, they're like, oh, it's spicy.
Yeah.
This is a very sweet rye.
Yeah.
I'm getting some earthy notes on the nose, and then I get that spearmint, and like you say, it's not overpowering spearmint.
No.
It's a nice light spearmint.
Very easy. This is something like my wife's not a big bourbon drinker. I could see my wife enjoying this. Yeah. And for 95% rye on the mash bill, that's alarming. Like that's like
for people that always get scared of rye. I'm not drinking rye. It's all spice. This is definitely something they need.
I actually talked to a guy recently who was like, hey, I've tried like 5 ryes now, and there's like, okay, dude, just haven't found your rye yet.
Yeah.
Trust me, they're out there. But,
This would be a great introductory rye.
yes, I agree
It's
with
also
that.
a great rye if you like rye.
It is.
Yeah.
So, our last in the series is the most recent release. This is the high wheat. It is a 106 proof, 53% corn, 39% wheat, and 8% malted barley. And having finished, man, it sounds like I drink a ton. Several bottles of this, because I am a big fan of this one.
It's definitely not like you have bottles here.
I know. I've got nothing to drink. But I have finished several bottles of this one. And I'm a rye guy, but I am admittingly that leaning a little more wheats lately. I've actually tried a lot more wheats lately.
That
And,
sweet tooth's coming through. You're wanting something sweeter.
yeah,
Like that.
this one and I know we're talking about Bardstown, but the Penelope wheat also with its $35 price tag has been also really impressive. But this one, just really, really impressed with this. It is so good. And the sad thing is, it's like one of those where you can pour 4 or 5, and you're like, oh, I've had 4 or 5, and
You look at the
not
bottles,
really
like,
think
half
about
gone,
it.
And you're like,
Yeah.
ooh.
And not it just sort of like sneaks up on you, kind of thing, that you've had 4 or 5. It's this is a good pour.
Yeah, this is my favorite of the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
This is it's everything you want in a wheated bourbon.
Yeah, and this is one that I think Steve's talents
Yeah.
really come through in. You expect that because of his background. It really shines through in this. Really shines through in this.
Yeah.
This is outstanding. So,
This is easy to sip on. I get a little bit of heat on the end, but nothing while it's actually on my palate or on my nose.
it's a small heat, though.
Yeah, and
There is not a lot of heat to this.
it's just enough to let you know that you are drinking a
Yeah.
good whiskey.
Yeah.
But like I said, on the nose, and when it's right on my palate, I'm not getting either. I'm just getting notes of, the wheat and stuff,
Yeah.
and then it's that after that I get a little bit of heat and go, yeah,
Right.
that's a good whiskey, and it drinks way below its proof to me.
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
So, the Origin series, obviously, really enjoying this series. Thank you, Bardstown, for what you're doing. Loving it. Steve, keep doing the good stuff that you guys are doing. If you've enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment, etc.
Hold on a second. I know you're kind of doing the ending right now. I did pour you a couple things as a surprise. So before you go
We
to the
have a
ending,
special pick, apparently.
yes, I did do a special
What
pour for you.
what are we drinking here, then?
So
I like extra credit.
I did find a nice little
You're a teacher.
Yeah.
Bardstown, one of the old Discovery releases, Discovery 3. So it
So
is one of
who's-
the olders.
Who signed your bottle there?
So this is Steve, and it looks like Neil, but I can't quite read signatures.
No, we should see mine. So, guys, we're going to enjoy.
Say this is 45% Indiana, 13 year, 32% Kentucky, 13 year, and 23% Kentucky, 18 year.
And I'm going to speak a moment because one thing I didn't touch on in this video so far has been relationships. And I don't mean like your relationship with your spouse. I mean people. Bourbon brings people together. That is my number one thing with bourbon is the people I have met. This video series is an example of it. I knew none of you before bourbon. None of you. And, it has brought me to the point where, with the university, Whiskey University brings people together. I will tell you, if you've not joined the university, if you've not looked into taking a class at the university and seeing some of the things that we do, I know people. I actually got a bottle from Utah this week, a distillery that I've never heard of. And it just shows up in my mail and was like, hey, thanks for what you're doing. Love your classes. Thank you, Scott. Scott, thank you. Great. I mean, like, it's awesome. And then I've gotten bottles from other places as well, as far away as, Michigan, California, Alaska, across the sea. I actually taught a class in Ireland and England and Scotland here, 4 months ago or so. I mean, brings people together. And another thing that brings people together within the bourbon family is the Whiskey and Rocks podcast, which we have not touched on in this video, and we always do, and we cannot forget to do so. As we're thinking about sipping this one, or sipping it, what cool things are you and D-Rock got going on?
Man, we've got some artists getting ready to come on. We're lining up some artists to come on and talk about whiskey and their careers. We've got some new products that distilleries have sent us to review. Some that are, I think, pretty exciting.
Cool.
That we're excited about trying.
What about the music side of things? Because by the way, so our series here is about to have a music video. Not a music video as in MTV music video, but we're actually going to touch on music brands.
Yeah.
People, music brands that have been done by musicians and things like that from different distilleries and things that they have. So, musicians-wise, I know with the rock side of things, you guys get some pretty cool people on.
Yeah, so D-Rock and I, our backgrounds is music. I spent 25 years in the music business as an agent and manager. D-Rock is still a manager. So we have a lot of connections, and music is very dear to our hearts. And there's I think a natural, as you were alluding to, there's a natural connection between music and bourbon and spirits. And so many artists and musicians now have spirits brands.
They do.
So, so some of what we do, it's not all of what we do, but some of what we do is tell the stories of the people behind some of those brands that have the connections to the music industry.
Sure. And if you'd like to know more about those, we actually have a class at Whiskey University on that exact thing as well. So over 130 some odd classes. And so if you've not given the Whiskey and Rocks podcast a listen, you guys can be found
whiskeyandrock.com, and then anywhere else you get your podcasts.
And they sell some really cool mugs, by the way. Like
those little tumblers are great.
Yeah, I know, they're great. So awesome series, guys. Give it a listen. Thank you for joining us here. Just really quickly before we close out,
this discovery is fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, this was awesome. This was
thank you, Bobby. This is great.
Yeah,
so this is the first discovery I bought because there for a while I was like, I need to try them because the price point at the time.
Yeah.
But nobody had them open. But this has been one of my favorites. Yeah.
Well, you're talking 13 to 18 year Kentucky and Indiana.
Yeah.
I mean, that's you're not going to go wrong with any of that.
Can't lose there. So
yeah,
obviously good stuff. This is what people do, and this is what I love about the industry. And by the way, it's a great selection of T-shirt for this thing. I know.
Look at that. All
It's
green,
great.
also
It's
all
great.
green.
I know, but like you and I have.
Twinning.
So Bardstown saw some really nice stuff, by the way. So if you get the chance to get up there. Watching the video, we appreciate you guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Especially subscribe because we release a new video every other Monday. And I'm really excited about where this video series is taking us and some of the things that we're getting the opportunities to do.
Yeah.
We're doing some projects here upcoming that we're going to be at distilleries.
Yep.
We're going to be at live events. So it is a great reason to subscribe. There's a lot of good stuff happening here. And all of this just because I met some guys in bourbon.
Yeah.
So, guys, for those of you out there, meet some guys in bourbon. Whiskey University can help you do that. Whiskey and Rocks podcast can help you do that. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this series, and we'll see you on the next episode.